Welcome back to the Shipyard. Today we are talking about the IKS Maht from the starter set. The ship is a 5-1-5-3. Its ability is any ship attacking you at range 1 rolls 1 less attack die. Decent ability. Anytime you can get ships to roll less attack dice, probably saving yourself damage, basically equivalent to taking an evade. Useful while cloaked. The extra shield from the named ship isn't really going to come in handy because you are cloaked, but it will come in handy if you start taking damage and then you decide to come out of cloak. So that's something to keep in mind. You do get an extra crew on the Maht, so that's another consideration that's worth having this ship for. The generic version of this ship, you do lose that shield, but a 26-point Vorcha getting 5 attack dice, very useful with 5 durability, 5 defense dice while cloaked. Very useful ship. Only one captain, and that is Nudok. He's 5 skill, 3 cost. When attacking, you can convert 1 battle station into a hit. Great ability as a passive. If you don't take Drex or Ingaren or have Alexander as crew, Nudok is a really nice captain just to have. Passive ability, put him on there. He's not a high tier Klingon captain, but a great support captain just to have around. Upgrades, we don't have that many, but we have a few. For crew, we have Clegg. He is an action. If your ship is not cloaked, disable all of your remaining shields. Target a ship at range 1 to 2 that is not cloaked, has no active shields. Discard Clegg and a crew of your choice on the target ship. Not the most useful crew ganker, but for 1 point, the ability to target somebody. Potentially useful. Really useful when it comes to retroactively targeting someone who has done something to lower their shields. So I'm talking about someone who is maybe using Scotty to get more attack dice, maybe their own crew ganker to mess up one of your other ships. I'm stretching here, but that's a potential use for Clegg. The other crew we get is Conmel. He is an action that if your ship is not cloaked, you can repair a shield. Not the best way to repair damage. Wish it worked on hull as well as shields, but I'd still rather have some form of repair rather than none. At least there's something. I think he's overpriced, but in a pinch, if you don't have Buka or maybe something like Glendaro, Captain Mirok, who's a Romulan, Conmel can fill that void as a emergency repairer. We have a 2 tech in this pack. The first one is Tractor Beam. Action, target a ship at range 1, roll 2 attack dice. For every hit, that ship rolls 1 less defense die against your next attack. Decent way to take down defense dice. I'd still rather have scan on something that actually has scan, but since most Klingon ships don't have the scan action, this is a decent way to do it. Range 1 is a very limiting factor. I think that you're probably better off leaving this at home, but if you're looking for a way to get through cloak, Tractor Beam might be the way to make that work. The other tech is Advanced Weapon System. That says when attacking, you may disable this card before rolling any attack dice to keep your cloak token from flipping to its red side. You essentially stay cloaked. That keeps you immune from target locks, saves you actions so that you can sensor echo into better positioning. Yeah, you're paying 5 points. I would probably rather have Advanced Cloaking as a Romulan tech. That's only 4 points. 5 if you go cross-faction over to Klingons. But that gives you auxiliary power. That limits you to green maneuvers, makes you predictable. It's a fair trade-off, I think. Advanced Weapon System has some uses. I think you can find ways to have that cloaking fleet, and really your benefit is going to be staying immune from target locks. That can keep you alive, save you from the torpedoes, save you from rerolls. There's some other abilities, stops Captain Sulu, stops Chang, but overall this is a card that really is just meant to keep you cloaked. We don't see anything like this until we get to Chang's Bird of Prey, and that is meant just for that specific ship. That tells you how good something like this can be. Definitely worth considering. That wraps things up for the IKS Maht and the generic Vorcha class. Nudok, really nice passive captain. Vorcha is a great ship in and of itself. Other than that, pack is okay. advanced weapon system is cool. Little pricey, but it's useful. It's a must-have though. I mean, the Klingon heavy cruiser is one of the most iconic things. You want this in your fleet if you're playing Klingons at all. Yeah, you gotta have it. So, I hope that you have found some use for something in your fleet. Until next time, keep playing more Star Trek. Hope you learned something at the shipyard. Take care.